Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how you can obtain a 1000 Ultra Limited Z Power for Frieza Ultra. And we're also going to take a look at how you can obtain a ton of rewards, team builds, etc. from the new, authentically original Clash on Namek event. Now the missions for this event correlate entirely to both challenge clears and stage clears. Clearing challenges requires you to beat these stages in certain time limits, whereas clearing these stages is actually just a fairly simple process. You get the Ultra Z power after you've cleared 6 stages. You will only get the challenge rewards and some of the other rewards after you've cleared all the stages and all the challenges. What's super important to understand is that you need to do 6 battles for the Frieza power and then 3 battles for the 100 Legends Limited power. My suggestion is that players take on the first 6 stages, all of them. Each of these stages in round 1 require you to build teams out of specific anniversaries, so 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. My suggestion is clear all 6 of these stages. Not only will it unlock some options for part 2, which you'll need if you really want to get all clears, but also because these are by far the easiest ones. So building and beating these events should give you enough stages to get the Frieza Z power. So that's kind of why it's my suggestion. Before we move on to the stage 2 or round 2 information, we'll take a look at all of my team builds for these events. 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th are the ones I have on the screen. The bare minimum that you need to do is 4 of the 1st, the special battle in part 2 against Frieza, and then the final challenge battle to get your 6 for Frieza. I wanted to do this so I could show the structure, but I think the first round is very easily beaten by just selecting auto select and the category. It's literally that simple. You won't have to worry or do anything. It'll be very, very straightforward for you. So that's basically how I built my teams, at least for round 1. Like I said, because it's 6 stages, you can finish round 1 single-handedly and then go and get your Frieza Ultra Z power. So it's not too hard, but it is something that, especially if you don't have all the characters, you may struggle with. If you don't have all the characters, don't panic. You can just beat these stages with normal units, like a normal very strong team, but you will obviously struggle a little bit due to the reduction in damage. But overall, it's honestly not too bad. I found all of these events to be very, very simple, straightforward, not overwhelming, no real tactics or anything. So the first round is pretty much a freebie to allow you to kind of get Frieza. So yeah. Obviously, like I say on the side of the video, you should be doing battles 5 and 6. Then include teams for them, because like I said, you can pretty much just build a team by clicking auto select and clicking the category for like the effective unit. So don't really think there's like a huge issue here, at least not in my part. So yeah. Now that we're done with the teams for round 1, obviously we need to look at taking on round 2. Round 2 features 3 battles. If you do all 6 of the bottom ones, or round 1 fights, you will unlock all 3 second round fights. There's 2 7th anniversary fights, the one at the top and the one at the bottom, and then you have the fight in the middle. My highest suggestion is to finish this entire second round. The reason for this is that you can then get the 100 Legends of Z power without necessarily having to do anything too crazy. The Frieza special event is very actually simple to do. It may seem overwhelming because you may feel like you're not doing a lot of damage, but it's kind of a freebie, to be honest with you. It's really not that hard. So outside of the, like 2 different anniversary fights, which I didn't build teams for because they follow the same principles as round 1, say round 2's not too difficult. Round 3 is where things get really, really bad. Round 3, you have to build a co-op team and do a co-op, but you have to build it out of your own characters. This is interesting because it gives us quite a few different dilemmas to face. So we have quite a few different challenges to face. When we take a look at this final stage, I want everyone to know that this is going to be tough, largely because of the strength of your alternative character. Try to use characters that have the battle bonus and the type advantage, especially to reduce the amount of damage they take, because your rising rushes and getting 2 or 3 of them is actually key to your success. So when it comes down to the final fight, like I said, try to clear the entire first round, try to clear the entire second round. It gives you a little bit of leeway, and then this is just more a bragging rights thing. You need to select your characters. You select them from the party you currently have, so make sure that when you do select them, they have the right gear, they have the right this, they have the right everything, so that you can just make your time a lot simpler. Beyond that, yeah, for me, this was pretty tough. So one of the reasons why it was tough was, even though I had MUI Goku, who is a battle bonus character, he does not seemingly have defense assistance in this event. So what that means is basically he takes a lot of damage. Because he's controlled by the AI, it can give you some problems. My suggestion would be, firstly, to make the AI only control your characters that have type advantage and or a battle bonus character. And then you rather control like your UI or things like that. Allows you to kind of just dodge better and handle things a bit better, which is why I ultimately suggest it. I think it just makes your life a lot simpler. This works the same as a co-op. You need to break the boss's shield so that you can then utilize a rising rush at the same time as your ally. Should you fail to do this, you won't do a lot of damage, and even if you do succeed, you'll probably have to redo it 2 or 3 times. That's just how crazy it is. This was my 3rd rush that I secured the victory on, and that's after being rushed myself and also juggling my characters. So it's definitely a type first kind of situation, and I think you should keep an eye out for that. Other than that, honestly, it's a pretty simple event. I think it's actually quite fun. I do always like when they do these things, so it is pretty cool. Obviously, you can check out my different build that I used here, although the only really important thing is typings and the associated bonus, making sure they're a battle bonus character for damage and things like that. Obviously, I'll put up the equipment now, but once you've done your 6 fights, it's very simple. You just go to the missions, claim for whatever you would have done, and then you can go and collect the rewards. Now, obviously the title is cool, but I wouldn't suggest going for the title solely for that purpose. A lot of the benefit is obviously in the Ultra Z power, which is potentially very huge for Frieza. However, remember, you can only use the Ultra Z power if you have the character. So you cannot claim the Ultra Z power for Frieza and then use it to obtain Frieza. You have to own Frieza first, which means you have to predominantly summon on Frieza to get that Z power for him. But yeah, that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and let me know if you need any more help in the comments down below, or if you have any thoughts and any opinions, I will happily hear it. But until then, basically, take care, stay safe, and if you want to go for bragging rights, go for it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. So take care, and please remember, the first 6 stages, the second round are all pretty much free to go. So yeah, that's it from me. Bye.